Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, it's been a long time, but I'm here. Today, I want to make you a recipe. Guys, I have been trying to eat a little better and make sure I am conscious of everything that I put in my body. So I've been going through different recipes and I want to bring some of them to you. Today I am going to be making a lasagna. I love lasagna, it's my favorite thing to eat. But instead of using pasta today, we're going to be using zucchini, okay? So this recipe calls for zucchini, spinach, and mushrooms. It is delicious. Trust me, don't worry about the green vegetables that's going in here to say, I don't like spinach, I don't like zucchini. Once this recipe is completed, you're gonna love it. So before you say you don't like it, give it a try. My husband and I decided for 1 month, we're not going to eat any meat at all. So we started on the 29th. We started on the 29th of August, so we have until the 29th of September to don't eat meat at all. And so far, I haven't missed it, guys. I have not missed it for the meals I've been cooking, and he hasn't missed it either. So, guys, let's give this a try. So, the first thing I'm going to do, so this is what I have here. I have some mushrooms. We're going to be sauteing some mushroom. This is going to be our meat. I have a couple zucchinis and I have a bunch of spinach here. I'm going to be using all that. So let's get started so I can show you exactly how this is done, guys. This is easy. It is simple. It is delicious. You're going to love it. All right. So here with my zucchini, what you're going to do with the zucchini is you're going to cut it down. And you're going to cut it as thinly as possible. So before you say you're not gonna like it, just give it a try. And this is how it's gonna look. We're gonna layer like this. We're gonna slice it up like this. All right. So I'm gonna continue to slice this up and then show you the next step. I'm finished cutting up the zucchini. I cut one zucchini. I cut one zucchini and I have one, excuse me, and I have one left over because I think I'm only going to use one because this is pretty big. If these were smaller, you would use two, but I'm going to cut one, but I haven't, what's wrong with my throat? But I have an extra one here just in case I need more. I can always slice that up, okay? So now the next thing I'm gonna do is slice up my mushrooms. You can go ahead and buy the mushroom that's already sliced. You don't have to do this part, but I'm doing this part. So I'm just gonna slice up my mushrooms like this right here. And we're gonna saute these in a pan as soon as I'm all done. So let's go. This is the mushrooms here that is all sliced up. So okay guys, so after I cut my mushrooms up, I'm gonna set them aside for a minute, and I have an onion here that I'm gonna saute with the mushrooms. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slice my onion up. So after we've completed cutting up the onion, now I have some garlic over here. This is about 6 pods, and I'm just gonna chop this finely. And we're gonna saute all this with the mushrooms. We're gonna go over the stove, and I'm gonna saute this in a pan and show you how I do it. We're just gonna do it for maybe like 8 or 10 minutes in a little olive oil with a little onion, and a little pepper and salt just to flavor it. And we're gonna do it for 8 or 10 minutes until the mushroom has softened a little bit, and then we're gonna put that aside and work on the spinach. Okay guys, do you like my hair? I did my hair. I decided to get the curls out and give myself a different style because I've been wearing the curls for a while, and different styles. My hair is natural. This is all natural hair, and usually I do my hair myself. This is not a weave, it's my hair, guys. and I just flat ironed it last night, and I like this style. I hope you guys like it too. Anyway, and some people are gonna tell me, oh, you need to cover your hair when you're in the kitchen. Da, 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 da. Listen, I'm only cooking for Charles, okay? Only for Charles, and he don't mind my hair uncovered. All right, let's go over the stove so that we can start sauteing some mushrooms. Here I have some olive oil. This is about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to add my mushrooms to that. I cut up a whole big onion. I'm going to take half of the onion and put there because I'm going to leave the other half to go in the spinach. You're going to put your stove on low, medium low. I'm going to take my garlic and I'm going to put half the garlic in there. I'm leaving the rest for my spinach. You saute, you stir it. To that, I'm going to add some black pepper. So guys, that is about half a teaspoon of black pepper, but you could, if you're a person that don't like black pepper, you don't have to use it. But I would say half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm going to say about half a teaspoon of salt. Okay? Because the reason I'm saying half a teaspoon is because I'm going to put a little bit of salt as well to the spinach. I'm going to put some cheese in here that has salt, so you don't want to over salt. Okay, so like half a teaspoon is good. And we're going to let it sit here for a few minutes, and for like 8 to 10 minutes, and just so that the mushrooms can cook for a little bit, and then I'll go on to the next step. Okay, so guys, this is the mushroom here that I saute. It is nice and tender. So I have a little bowl here. So what I'm going to do is transfer the mushrooms from here into this bowl. Okay, leave those in there. Now the same pan that we were using, I am going to put some more oil in the pan. About 2 tablespoons of oil. And to my 2 tablespoons of oil, I'm going to add my spinach. You can add half the spinach and saute it, and then add the other half. My pan is pretty big right here, so I'm going to add all the spinach. This is 1 bag of spinach. This is the whole bag that I'm using. And your spinach. Now to this, I'm going to add the rest of my garlic. To that, I'm going to add the rest of my onions. Add in some black pepper. I'm going to add, as I said, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, and I will let the spinach here, I'm going to cook down the spinach here. Until it is all nice and soft. And basically this is it, guys. Now when this spinach, and I'll probably show you what I'm talking about, when the spinach cook down, it releases a lot of water. What I'm going to do with the water is I'm going to strain the water off. I'm going to not strain it off. I'm going to squeeze the water off because we don't need all that liquid. And then we'll just have the spinach, with all that liquid. Okay, so let me leave this here for about 3 or 4 minutes, guys. This is the spinach here that has cooked down. That big pan of spinach just cooked down to this. And if you find, guys, that your spinach has a lot of water, for some reason this one doesn't, you can just take the spinach and just squeeze all the excess water out of it, right? Like that's a little bit there, it's not a lot, but you can squeeze it out. I need my onions and so on here. But I would squeeze that out of there and let it just run out. And then just put this over here. And now, guys, I'm gonna go on to the next step. Okay, now we're gonna start on the sauce. So over here we have our mushrooms, we have our spinach, and we have our zucchini that's ready to go. So now we need to put our sauce together. So over here I have some tomato sauce that will be going into, so let me rest that over there. That's all set and ready to go. So now I am going to put the cheeses together. So this is ricotta cheese that I have here, and one of those small ones, this is 15 ounces here that I'm going to, that we're going to be using today. 15 ounces. So just go ahead and put this in here. Come on out. There we go. I have 1 egg here. I'm just going to go ahead and break that egg in there. And we're going to mix these two together. Mix it up together. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of mozzarella cheese and mix this in here. I have here half of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And mix it up well. Then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of black pepper. So then remember, now I'm using half a teaspoon of black pepper. So all together in this recipe, I used 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, because I used half in everything that we did. Okay, so it's 1.5 all together. All right. Now over here I have salt. And I'm going to put half a teaspoon. I'm averaging it, but it's half a teaspoon, okay? You don't want to over salt it to be too salty. So I average half a teaspoon in here. Okay, so now I have this, my cheese is ready and my sauce is ready. Over here, my zucchini is ready, my spinach is ready, and my mushrooms is ready. And this is awesome. Now I'm gonna put this away. Guys, so now we're gonna start to assemble. We have everything here, so now we're gonna go ahead and assemble everything. Now I have a dish right here. This dish is a little big. You need something a little bit smaller than this, okay? I don't have anything a little bit smaller, so I'm using this one right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start and put that aside. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take maybe like, say maybe a cup of this, almost a cup, and just layer my bottom with the sauce. You need that sauce to the bottom, okay? I'm gonna take a spoon and just kind of spread it out. You can put like 1 cup of sauce in here and then just layer it out. Then once you've done that, you're gonna take your zucchini and you're gonna just lay your zucchini down. Oops. You're gonna lay it down. I'm gonna cut this in half here. And I'm gonna have to do another zucchini. And there, guys. So now I'm gonna take my ricotta cheese and I'm gonna take half of this and I'm gonna layer it onto the zucchini here. I'm gonna use about half of it. So divide it in half, guys. That should be about half. To complete that, I'm going to take half of my mushrooms and just sprinkle over here. You could divide it in half before, just so to make sure that you got the right amount, and just sprinkle the mushrooms on there. Then we're going to take the spinach and divide the spinach in half. And but I'm going to use my fingers for this, guys, because it goes on better instead of just, you know, just plopping into one pile of thing. It just goes on better this way. Spinach. Right. That's half of my spinach there. Another cup of my sauce. And pour all over. And once I've done that, I'm just going to take this spoon just a little bit, just to spread it out a little bit here. Okay. And then once I've done that, then I'm going to take some more. I'm going to do the process all over again. Take my zucchini, spread my zucchini out here. And so we're going to take some more zucchini. I had to cut a few more pieces. And we're just going to spread it out. And this is our zucchini. Now we're gonna take the rest of the cheese here, the ricotta cheese, and we're gonna just spread it out all over. My oven is on, guys, at 350, and I'm to heat up. I am going to put this in the oven, and I am going to leave it in there. I'm gonna cover it and leave it in there for about 45 minutes. You cover it so your zucchini can cook and it's not drying on the top before everything is cooked. So you're going to leave it there. Okay, so spread out your mozzarella that way. Then we're gonna go in with the rest of our mushrooms and just sprinkle it all over. Finish up our mushrooms. This is my husband's favorite dish, guys. He loves this, so I'm making it especially for him. After we do that with the mushrooms, then I'm gonna go in with the rest of the spinach. The rest of the spinach right here. And after you put the rest of the spinach, you go with the remainder of the sauce. I'll measure this remainder for you. So it's like almost a cup. So basically you need about 3 cups of sauce. The tomato sauce. You need about 3 cups of sauce. You can buy the canned sauce. You can buy the one in a bottle if you have a favorite flavor that you like. This is tomato and basil that I have. You can get any one that you want. 3 cups should do the job here for you. And basically this is it, guys. Just spread it out so you get a little bit, so it goes all over. Guys, so this is my lasagna here that I'm gonna put in the oven. So I am going to cover it. My oven set at 350. So I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna cover this and put it in the oven for about 45 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer for 45 minutes at 350, and then I will be back to taste. Okay guys, I took the lasagna out of the oven. So what I'm gonna do here is I just put some mozzarella cheese on the top. I have some Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the top. Now remember, I had this in there for 45 minutes and it was covered. I had foil paper on it. I just took the foil paper off. So I am just gonna put some cheese on the top, put it back in the oven until it's nice and brown and bubbly, and then I'll take it out. So I'll be back as soon as this is done. Okay guys, lasagna is all done. Here it is, just took it out of the oven. Looks yummy. So what I did is I left it in there for 45 minutes. Then I took it out at 45 minutes. I put some cheese on top of it, some more mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese. I sprinkled on the top. I put it back in for another 15 minutes, and voila, here it is, all ready to be eaten. Looks yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it sit here for a few minutes and cool because it's very hot right now. Then once it's cool, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna taste it and tell you what it tastes like. Guys, lasagna looks, it is not completely cool, but it's cool enough for me to go ahead and taste it, and so I can tell you what it tastes like. Look over here, it looks very yummy. I'm gonna go ahead and make some slices in here. Looks good. Okay, so I am going to take a piece. Put on my plate over here. As you can see, the steam is still coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it and tell you what it tastes like. I don't want to burn my mouth. It's hot. Ooh, that is good. Now listen, you almost can't tell the difference here between the lasagna noodles and the zucchini. You almost can't tell the difference. Really cannot. It is seasoned really well. The seasoning is perfect. Remember, put like half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and all the different things that you did. So it is perfectly seasoned. As I said, the zucchini tastes just like pasta, so you're not missing your pasta right there. You have all your vegetables in here. Guys, give this video a try. It is absolutely delicious. If you want to start eating healthy, put healthy things in your body, go ahead and start here by giving this a try, okay? It was fun making this, and I have a lot of healthy other recipes I want to try for you. I made some burgers yesterday for Charles with some chickpeas and some cauliflower. It was delicious, and Charles loved it. He had a burger and a half. So I want to make that for you next time. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Leave me a comment and let me know if you are interested in these healthy meals that I'm trying to put forward to you. Because in these days, we have to take care of our bodies, because we live in this temple right here. This is our temple, and we need to take care of it, and we need to be aware of the things that we put into it. I have a little problem because I have a sweet tooth. I tend to like sweet stuff a lot, and I have a hard time saying no to sweet stuff. But I'm trying my best to do the right thing and to say no, okay? So I want you to try as well. So write me if there's some healthy recipes that you know of that you want me to try. Write me, tell me all about it, and I will try my best to do it for you. Guys, I had fun, and I hope you have fun as well. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment, because I love to read your comment. And give this lasagna a try. It is healthy. It has spinach, it has zucchini, and it has mushrooms in it. And just give it a try, okay? Thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.